Morning, Matt here. Today, a boring one. We're getting this car as light as possible. Let's go. As you can see, I'm already deep down in the process of adding lightness. We don't even have the seat mounts anymore. This is all out. Not yet, but it's going to go out. Just trying out the routing because this is where it goes stuck. It's disgusting. I don't want it here. We'll try to route it inside here, up here, and into here. But I don't want everything from here to go in because there's a lot of stuff I won't be using anymore. See, I won't be using the rear squirter or the wiper. So this is the only wires I need. Also, this part here, you can see it there. It's the antenna. It's gone. I need to check out what this is. DWS, is this important or not? Because anything that is not needed is going out of this car. So yeah, now let's continue disassembling it. Need to get the seat out, and I need to get the carpet, the dash. Well, everything needs to get out. So I'll take everything out, then we'll talk again. This needs to go out for sure because I don't want air conditioning here. I mean, I will keep the ventilation system so in the case of rain I can defog it, but we don't need an aircon. So yeah, all of this needs to come out, but before that, I'm taking this aluminum part out, and I think it's only held in by this. And I think I need to remove at least that many still, so there's that. We should be at the point where this can go out. Complete unit. There's just a little catch. Small catch. Not so small. I need to undo the hoses from here. And how to do that? Well then, I don't know. Let's try and figure it out. We have the battery out. You know what? I'm going to remove this plastic part here. All of it. Because that's just like my opinion, man.
Your opinion, man.
But I think this is not necessary, so we'll get rid of that, which will leave us with a bit more space around the engine to, well, see things clearly. And also, looking at it, I really think it's time to relocate the battery in the back there. So, yeah, why not do all of these things right now when we're doing it? So, with all of this, I am hoping to get this car way under 1 ton. 950 is the goal. Can we get it? Probably not, but I still have fog lights to remove. That's a bit of weight. There is going to be a lot of holes on this bar. We need to remove aircon completely, all the hoses, and the compressor down there, which will be done a bit later, and I will show you how to reroute the serpentine belt. So yeah, it should work. Everything should work. Should being the main word here, but yeah, let's continue on disassembling this car, and once we get down to the basics, then we'll see what we're trying back on. Damn, were there a lot of bolts here, like, I don't know, 6, 7, 8 maybe, and there's like more than 2 kilos in these plastics. There's that. You're not going back. Just look at all this room for activities now. Way more accessible. And crazy thought. Can you see the angle of the drive shaft? Yes, it's angled backwards. So is this one. Plan for the future. Make these axles angled forwards. Yep. I'm 99% sure we could get away with moving the engine around 3 to 5 centimeters to the back. Damn. This took all morning, but finally car is in pieces. This carpet, I wanted to keep the carpet, but it's freaking heavy. I don't have the scales, unfortunately, but oh, god damn it. There's 15 kilos in there. That's not going in. I'll see if I can strip the... I mean, that's even wet, and wet like hell. But I'll see if I can keep just the carpet and strip down all of this insulation. I don't know. But damn, a lot of weight in this. Don't want it back in the car. Okay, new plan. First off, we're cleaning this rust. This is what we have now. There, way better. Let's switch over to the aircon unit. So basically what I want to do is separate this part here. So this lower part can go. We have a few screws here. But then I'll have to open this to access some of the screws. Well, in the end I went stock with heater matrix for now. I wanted to be practical, so yeah, that was the logical solution. Only thing we did is eliminate the aircon. So yeah, that's it. Next up, try to figure out why this isn't working. So again with the snake. Okay, with the snake gun, let's test this shit. We have two plugs connected in there. We have me doing stupid things. We have these two, and now disconnected. Let's try once more. First off, let's test if these wires are okay, because I've made them and this one is. I usually don't make things very good. This one isn't. And that's why it isn't. Now let's see it. Now it's good. One more try. Yeah, I guess we could say it works. This baby is way lighter when you remove all the water from it. And there's still a bunch of it left in here. But yeah, way lighter, so probably going back in. We'll just leave it probably till tomorrow to dry off. Until then, let's remove the front end and let's remove the air conditioning completely. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen. There was this, which is aircon compressor, right here. Now it isn't, and you can see we have a shorter belt. Unfortunately, it's a bit too short. It's 6PK893. I'll write it on the screen. As I said, a bit too short because the tensioner is under a bit too much tension. The routing is perfect. It's even better than the original because water pump is now getting a lot of belt. Alternator is getting the same amount of belt, and crankshaft is getting a bit more of belt surface. But hey, tension too tight, a bit longer. I'll check out what else exists. Out of my head, 905 for something like that would be better. This 893, so 89.3 centimeters long, 893 millimeters long, I think. We need at least 10 more mil, maybe even 20, but it will work for now. And now also this we will translate here, but with bigger holes, and then few smaller ones still here. So that should reduce the weight quite a bit. Front end, I don't know, we'll see later. But for now, that is the most of the weight we can remove. It's all pretty much here. Now we'll weigh all of this down to see, at least now, how much we've saved. Of course, we've saved a bunch by taking off the interior, which we didn't weigh, unfortunately, but it's surely around 100 kilos. So yeah, there's that. Let's weigh this. So 83.3 for me. With all the aircon stuff, 94.9. So this is actually way lighter than I thought. So if you're not building a race car, don't remove your aircon because you'll save like 12 kilos. 12 kilos, yeah, for us it works. So let's see what else we have. Now, these are all the plastics that were in the engine bay, plus battery box, all the bolts, everything. It says 88.1, so around 5 kilos. Pretty good. And last, some interior insulation, plastics, ventilations and everything. Now we are at 87.1, which is then around 4 kilos. So we set 5, 4, that's 9, and 12, that's like 21. Okay, let's round it up. 20 kilos of stuff. Huh. Not good, not really bad. Would love if it was more. I thought air conditioning by itself would be at least 20. But hey, 20 kilos now. As I said, complete interior, seats, lighter seats, all the airbags. Oh, wait, we didn't measure the airbag, which is also taken out. Last but not least, one more time, this is passenger side airbag, 2.5 kilos. So yeah, all in all, let's say 23 kilos right here. And that car is now, well, 23 kilos lighter. And on top of that, I mean, it's way lighter now because everything is outside still. But on top of that, we're moving the battery. We'll keep this workspace clean. And as I said, I've checked it out thoroughly. And now I really think we can get this engine back 3 or maybe 4 centimeters. As you can see, look at the angle of the drive shaft. This one and this one is basically the same. So the GoPro is now straight and you can see it's under angle. And I want this angle to go forwards, which is not optimal, not ideal. But hey, as I said, moving the engine should shift the weight towards the rear, which is always good. And yeah, before that, I really do want to weigh this car and corner weigh it so we know the weight split front to back, left to rear, I mean everything that goes with it. And yeah, then, well, tomorrow we still have to finish the wiring, remove all the wiring we can. I'm hoping to get 2 or 3 kilos out of here. On top of that, we need to dry out the carpet as I showed you. Also get some water from the floors out, and then we'll see where we are at. But see, I won't bore you with removing the wires. I mean, I have to get the loom out, cut everything I don't need out, and put the rest back in. You'll see that in another video, in which we will... Well, you'll see that in another video, in which we will hopefully do some more stuff. But for now, we're going to put the front end back together, and as I said, tomorrow do the wiring, and that's it. As you can see, we are doing the wiring. We've sorted out everything from here to back. Look at this, like OEM. I mean, it's not tightened down yet, but whatever. Now we're trying to pull it through here, which you cannot see, but either way, it's going to come out right about here. But I need 2 hands for this, so... Yeah, and that's what we need to deal with. But I think this is the hardest part. Once this is done, it should be straight sailing. So I'll come back to you once we do this.
Smooth sailing.
Okay,
Straight sailing.
As you can see, this is by far the hardest part so far, and I think the hardest part in this wiring job altogether. But once we get this through, it should be smooth sailing. So see you then. Way, except this upper part over there, which is actually barely noticeable. There's absolutely no wiring in sight on this side until here. So I am pretty happy with this. Unfortunately, there is no room to drive it through. Let me go back there. I'm entering in the back. That's what she said. Well, there. Damn. Okay, that's not perfect, but whatever. There is no room to, from here to pull it through. I could have gone here, and I'm sorry I didn't. But hey, I could have gone over there, but I didn't, so there's that. But what I am thinking about is throwing in a plug right about here, so I can have this separated, and maybe then I can just push it through there and put a plug somewhere in here. But that's for a future Matt to worry about. Right now we need to sort this out and then continue forwards, and then switch to the other side and do the same thing. But it's also very pleasing when you cannot see the wires. Hey, 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 hey. So happy about it. I don't like wires. They're sticky and pointy, and they are everywhere. Now, all Star Wars joking aside, this is where we are at. So this all goes out. Most of this goes out. All of this goes out. But yeah, now I have to undo the main loom here and yeah, take out what we don't need. On the other side, back here, we're mostly done. As I said, there's that piece over there. And yeah, I have to elongate that piece over there and try to get it hidden. But it's mostly tucked away, pretty neat. There are grounds here and there. And yeah, I plan on building a cover for this, bolting in here with a small like opening right here just to cover this up, and that should look pretty damn nice. But for now, I don't know. I'll take a break, then I'll as I said, for now we're taking off the main wiring loom, taking all the wires out, and then I'll show you what's out, how much it weighs, and this is what we'll be putting back in. This is F20 steering rack loom, which wasn't good, but it's right gauge to be, well, taken from the front of the car underneath like the R50 Mini has, and we'll pull it out through this hole and hopefully get it to connect to the battery here. So that's the plan. We've been at it for like 5 hours. I hate wiring once again. No, it goes I don't like wiring, but yeah, you get it. We'll be back in a while once we are done with the wiring. Damn, we are done finally. Oh, I still have to weigh this, but it's like maybe 1 kilo. Anyways, this is now sorted out. So the back looks better. That's good. The front doesn't look much different. But trust me, we pulled a lot of wires out of there. We could still pull a bunch, but hey. For now it is what it is. I am exhausted and we need to start putting this thing together. And I would say we are done with the wiring, but hey, no we are not. We still need to wire in the positive battery cable thingy. So yeah, there's that. Morning, we are at day 3 of this 1 day quick job. So here's what's up. Still need to sort out the positive battery cable. Still some parts to be put in. But the dash is starting to come along nicely. See you when it's done.
think it's dead. Not tasty. It's alive.
Yet another snake, but this one made a mistake. We got our cat back. She was off to be sterilized when the BMW snakes were here. And last time, like yesterday, when I had problems with, well, basically probably a sister of this snake, which is now eaten. I love this cat. There, hold on. Finally, 3 days in. We had a nice drive. That's how we... yeah, that's just temporary. Also, this is just temporary. Don't mind that. Also, this is for Sarah's Mini. And that too. So there's that. I am really happy with how this car drives and how this car sounds. Listen to this. Now, the interior, door cards need to go. Something lighter must come in, but we kept the full interior. I need a Euro spec parcel shelf here, no glove box, like I have on this side, and Raven Speed or whoever makes that nice shifting cover, no bullshit. Also, look at this, we've made that like stock. So this car is taking shape. I still need to put in my Momo steering wheel, and I need to sort this out because this, oh, this is botched. We just tied in the, this is actually a BMW F20 steering rack, but it's the same diameter wire like these. So yeah, even though there are two of these here, that's only one, but it works. Hopefully we won't burn it. Now it's just zip tied down there to the brake lines, and I do need to put it on top of the heat shield, and that should be it. That should be it for now. Now, as I mentioned, there are some more plans for this car. We have to work on the engine. We already have the camshaft. We need to do some head work. We need to try and move the engine, as I said, 3 or 4 centimeters to the back, but that's now pushed aside. I just want to enjoy this car. I really love the way it sounds. I really love the way it drives, even though the rear suspension is not on. Actually, we'll do that soon, just won't film it. But as I said, we're moving on to the next project, which is Sarah's Mini, then the 114i. A bunch of cars need to be done before this, but hopefully soon we'll get to work on this again. For now, as I said, I just want to drive it, enjoy it, because that's the only car I have right now which is street legal. It's not street legal, but it's registered and I can do it. Either way, this is it for now. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, subscribe, share. It helps the channel grow. As I said many times, bigger the channel, bigger the projects. Anyways, as always, I really hope to see you in the next one. Bye. I just realized I never showed you the mess of wires we took out. How much does it weigh? 3.2 kilos. Even though this is not a precise enough scale, when I measure myself and then with this shit, it's 3.4, whatever. All in all, this means we took around 25 kilos out of this car. And we simplified it. I mean, look at all the shit that went out.